Hey, this is John, and this is a 3-month update now on my surgery for my medial meniscus posterior root tear. So I had a root repair surgery. It was on December the 12th of 2024. Today is actually March the 17th of 2025, so just a few days past the 3-month mark. First 6 weeks I was non-weight bearing, so on crutches. And then about 6 weeks and a day, cleared to start putting weight on my knee. It's my left knee in my case. And took, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 days, let's say, to kind of get to be, comfortable, kind of walking at kind of an 80% degree. Maybe another week or two to get comfortable, kind of starting to go upstairs. Maybe even another week or two after that, before I was really going upstairs. With alternating legs. And so now we are about, I guess, 7 weeks of walking now. So I've been walking longer than I was not. And so the good news is my day-to-day is really good. It's just real, easy to kind of walk around. I don't really have any pain of note. There's a little hesitation here and there. I'm still a little cautious of it, but generally speaking, I don't know, 10% or less in terms of pain and stuff. Let's see, I guess the bad news would be I guess I'll say my quad, but I also mean my knee specifically, like the joint itself, is just still significantly weaker than my my good leg. I don't notice it walking around, and I don't really notice it even on things like stairs. I notice it when I'm doing, my PT. Particularly if I do something, I'm doing an exercise with my left leg and, it feels kind of challenging. And then, sometimes I'll do that same exercise with my right leg and it's like a piece of cake, So then I realize like, oh, this really isn't hard. The weight isn't heavy. It's just that I'm, my leg is not recovered yet. And what specifically is with me would be like leg extensions, which is a shame because that's actually like my favorite leg exercise to do. But I feel a lot of pressure in the front of the knee, which is not where the surgery was. The surgery is on the back of the knee. They went in through the front, but the actual repair is towards the back. So I just feel a lot of pressure there. It just feels like maybe my patella tendon isn't strong enough to kind of handle stuff. And then I get a little bit of pain when I'm pressing, even not a lot of weight. I mean, even, 25, 30 pounds on a leg extension machine, which is usually not a problem, but it just really is, for that left leg. So, less so of an issue when I'm doing things like squats or stairs or something like that. So like a compound movement or I'm moving like multiple joints, not really a problem. But what I'm doing, just the one isolated movement, that's really when I feel it. So anyhow, I'm just gonna keep working and hopefully that'll pass. I think that it's just still like some swelling and stuff in the front, and then maybe also, the tendon's weak from not using it. But it's difficult because it's hard for me to actually work the muscle because it kind of feels like the tendon and the joint can't handle it. There also feels like kind of a lot of movement still going on in there. And my guess is that there was swelling and now that swelling is going down. So there's like maybe extra space and things are kind of shifting around. I do remember that when I first injured my knee, as it was getting better, I remember it feeling kind of wobbly for several months, before it started to kind of tighten up a little bit. So I'm hoping that's kind of the same thing here, that it's going to start to kind of tighten up a little bit because it is a little bit wobbly. I hear a little bit kind of cracking and crunching and stuff like that, which that, just gives me a little bit of pause. So, but overall, I think very good, especially my day-to-day. It's really just kind of the building the strength back up. My scars are continuing to improve. I'll show you kind of what my knee looks like here. So this is one incision here. This is a second incision. So this is where they put like the scope. I think this is the tool. This is the scope. And then this is my third incision where they drilled the hole in the tibia. And this one had not healed up very well the first 6 or 8 weeks, but since then has gotten a lot better. So that's good. I feel really good about that. Last thing I guess I'll go over is PT. So that's very different. Basically, since I've been walking, I don't really do much on the table now, and in terms of like, range of motion. Almost everything we do is like, standing or whatever. So I get in, I go on the exercise bike for a few minutes, kind of warm it up, and then typically do some sort of like, kind of like stair movements, maybe some squats, maybe a wall sit, kind of do a cycle of stuff, do a little bit of stretching, quads, not really quads, hamstrings, calves, stuff like that. So really just building up the strength. And then this last time we did blood flow restriction, because my PT had said that, I guess the problem was that I was worried that I wasn't really able to really work the quad muscle, because I felt like the joint and the tendon were kind of stopping it. So she said that, and it makes a lot of sense, that by doing the blood flow restriction, that was a way that we could sort of put not very much weight on the joint and the tendon, but then, because of the restriction of oxygen, let the muscle really get a good workout. So anyhow, that made sense. I thought I got a pretty good workout with that. So yeah, just going to kind of continue doing the thing. Still too early to kind of go back to any sort of, racquetball or, jogging or anything. I think I'm still, I feel very good with walking. But I don't know, maybe I'm still another, 6 weeks or so probably out of that. I guess in my head, I'm thinking there was 6 weeks, no weight bearing. And then I had 6 weeks kind of getting back, feeling pretty good, just day-to-day stuff. And now I'm kind of viewing, I guess, another 6 weeks to kind of, take it up a little bit of a level, get the strength back, start doing a little bit more challenging movements and stuff like that. And then, last thing for me is just getting back to kind of doing, racquetball and just being a little bit more active. Not that I'm a super, crazy active dude or anything, but, I'd like to be able to do some of that stuff. So, and just exercise and stuff a little bit more. So anyhow, that's it. That's my update. 3 months. I'll give another update, I guess, about a month from now. Thanks. Bye.